What's up, everybody? Jaxxsin here. We're back here at Greenpath for part 2 of our Hollow Knight playthrough. For those of you who are watching, thanks for watching. This shit's fun, guys. This is one of my favorite games. This is one of my favorite areas. And the songs are just so great. The art pulls you in like an old friend. I can't explain. Oh! Good. I'm still taken by surprise by some of this shit. Oh, look at that. I really love the backgrounds in this game, like so much. I love how this place, it looks like it's very beautiful, but it also has a very solemn, almost sad air to it. The song's fitting for that as well. Oops! Oh, right into the fucking toxic water. Sorry guys if I stop being interesting while I'm playing this. I really get into it. I have actually more hours in this game than I even do Dark Souls on the PC. I think I've played Dark Souls for longer though, because I did play it on the PS3 several times before I finally beat it there. You can kill those bats. They're actually some of the enemies you need to kill in order to unlock the... Look at our map here. Oh, I don't have the map yet, that's right. We just got here. That's where we're headed then. We're gonna go find CORNIFER and get us a map. I think it updates your map either way. And there's Hornet, and she's a very important NPC in the story, and she's actually got her own DLC coming, which if you're waiting and you're gonna play this and maybe you watch this later, that will probably already be released, especially if you wait and get it on one of the, like the Xbox or the PS4. I think they have plans to bring it over there, I'm not sure. But I know that it is now on the Switch. And so they've been obviously working on porting it as well as... Oh! I'm so shit at games when I'm talking. But as well as adding free content. So they'd worked on the Switch port, and they had also delivered the Hidden Dreams DLC as well as the Grim Troop DLC. Just recently on Halloween they dropped that. And both of those were very fun because they gave me a reason to play through the whole game again. And during the course of all my playthroughs, I've slowly chipped away at the challenges. Because I'm not a very challenge-like player. I just like to play through the game and enjoy my time in it. If that wasn't obvious already. I'm just lollygagging around. That's how you can always know you've come across CORNIFER, is you can hear him singing to himself as he maps the area wherever he's decided to rest. Isn't this a contrast from the crossroads? Such a humid, lively place. The roads twist and turn in the most wonderful ways. I've done my best to chart the area ahead, though I must admit some of the area's inhabitants proved quite a nuisance. You can buy a map. And that's, you know, it'll fill out up there. Even though we weren't there with the map, it's still filled out in green. And as you can see, the part that's not outlined in green is areas that CORNIFER has been. And once we go there, we map it out and complete it. I ran into another traveler as I made way down here. I tried to call out to her as she dashed past, but she barely even glanced in my direction. Not an appreciator of maps like you and I, obviously. That'd be Hornet he's talking about. And he repeats. I just want to make sure I get all the dialogue. I really like the NPCs and story in this game. And like, even on my last playthrough that I was doing for the Grim Troop DLC they added, I was still finding new things. I had never found Mr. Mushroom. And I found him in there and I was like, what in the world? I don't know how I had never seen him before. I just hadn't. Now in here is a very important thing, especially if you're working on achievement hunting or completion. Love how he like roars. Tiny squib, you approach fearless. Are you a hunter like me? Do you feel the urge inside to stalk, to kill, to understand? Then take it, my journal. It will aid you. At first, the text may seem difficult to discern, but a learned hunter will come to understand its words. Venture the depths of this land and slay its beasts. Prove yourself worthy to bear the mark of hunter. And I'm just going to show you guys this real quick. So this is kind of a bestiary of sorts. Not of sorts, it's precisely what it is. But you can go and look at the original ones. Timid scavenger that crawls throughout the caverns looking for food. Dull and pathetic, hardly worth killing. I'm not going to read all of them because that's a lot of the lore. They have bosses in there and all sorts of things that give away a lot of the story. Little squib, you may have overcome a few creatures, but you are only just beginning. Don't delay. Descend into the belly of the world and hunt down the life you find. Alright, he just repeats. So that's, you got to get that in order if you want to get the completion. I can't wait until I get my dash. Cut your way down here and get this little grubber. See, and that charm is the one I got from Sly that gives you the, it's incoming swarm or some such thing. Alright, let's look at this. I do believe I need to go that way, all the way left, and then up all the way and left. Right now we're not exploring fully these areas. I'd like to get, oh! We're not exploring fully these areas as I drop down a level that I don't need to go. Oh shit. But I wanted to show you guys this. This is another thing. I might not find all of these things. But there's lore. Those who stray from the White King's roads shall face the law of Un. And I've probably already missed some of those. But those are another way the lore is delivered. And Un is a character that you can actually run into later. I guess I should try to play it safe a little bit, huh? I will die in this game, guys. Like, just wait. I do a lot worse in the beginning. But once you get certain things, it becomes a lot easier. Which is the way these games are, at least the good ones. And that's how this is. It's kind of got a little rough start, especially when you're first starting to play it. And you kind of have to do a lot more raw exploring to figure out where you're going and what your purpose is and things like that. But once you have a system worked out, it's much like any other game of this nature. Me and Mark were going to do a video on Souls-like, the label, and then we just like started to do it and we trailed into Zelda-like being the new label that people should use, because Dark Souls is technically Soul-like if you use the Soul-like label. It was fucking ludicrous. It didn't work out. We were just circling for days. Hornet's going up! So we follow Hornet. And next up we get our dash, which will... I'm really happy they put it so soon in the game, because it definitely helps speed up this back and forth. Which, honestly, I personally didn't mind my first time through. I rather enjoyed the back and forth of... So this is a gate you have to pay for. There's lots of things like that throughout the game. Kind of little... I noticed they're kind of speed bumps for speed running when I was attempting to finish it in 5 hours. I should have just looked up a video. I watched a video earlier of this guy doing one, and he is just nuts. He just rolls through it, man. He's got all sorts of little exploits and shit figured out that's really not exploits. if you look at it. Like he uses 1 point, I destroyed it already, but you can use some of these solid background items and things. You can actually use them to... I lost my train of thought. Oh, you can use them to bounce up. Here, let me do it right here. Oh, that one doesn't count, huh? Here we go. We gotta fight this guy. I kind of hate these guys. The down thrust is overpowerful, man. If you can get the timing on your down thrust down, that's going to be your best friend. There's one up here that I just want to show you. This is nothing really a huge deal, but this is one of the lore tablets. The greater mind once dreamed of leaf and cast these caverns so. In every bush and every vine the mind of Un reveals itself to us. So I'm assuming that Un was kind of a hive brain of sorts for all the growth and things, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't really want to theorize too much about the side stuff because there is a lot of side lore that's kind of just areas and, you know, side NPCs and stuff that aren't super important to like the overarching story. It's kind of like, I'm not sure what to compare it to. This is a one-of-a-kind game, really. And I mean, not really so much. It is, though. It borrows a lot from other, you know, games of this type, like Metroidvania and such. It borrows quite a lot from them, but it also stands apart as something so unique at the end of the day. Especially when you dive in and you play it. This is so... We're gonna free him. I still don't have the achievement where I let him die, because he amuses me so much that I don't like to let him die. Ah. This stupid bug. He's annoying. You... Come here. He's so... Here he comes. He's gonna come now. Really, dude? That's why. He was dead. Yeah, I never let Zote die. I like this guy. He's a bullshit artist of the 10th degree. He's alright with me. Yeah. Just what do you think you're doing? You dare to come between me and my prey? Is it a habit of yours to scurry about, getting in the way and causing bother? Because he totally had it handled, obviously. Know this, cur. I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Cross me again and you'll find out why they call my weapon Life Ender. What are you still bothering me for? I'm a knight. I'm not interested in your childish games. I need my rest. Begone, lest I draw mine L. Zote. He's a dick. He's a weak dick. But then, in the Hidden Dreams DLC, they actually made him a dream boss. And the dream bosses are sort of like, I don't know if anyone ever played Rogue Legacy. I should have just blasted him. I had the soul for it. It's the easiest way to deal with those little bastards. Here's another. The green children walked from the dream unto these lands. Here we now shall wait, patient for the call to return. So the dream is almost like an alternate dimension. I'd say it's exactly, almost exactly like in Bloodborne, the way it works in that, where there's like the hunter's dream, and then there's reality, but then there's the nightmare of Menzies, and the hunter's nightmare, you know what I mean? And they're all like a different... And then even reality has multiple dimensions, because that's explained through there being multiple hunter player characters. So, you look at it like... I don't know. That's another thing this game does well, is it... That's one of the things we were talking about also in that Souls-like video, though, that was actually very, very good thing. We were... Oh, no. Screw ya. Spit your cabbage at me, you son of a bitch. I'm taking your Geo. You get a lot of Geo out of that little corner with both of those knights and that. Those triple. Whoa.
Sure, Bill.
Excuse me, everybody. Fucking ads on stories popping up. What was that other one? God, that shit is annoying. Some fucking guy just randomly starts screaming. Well, there you go. I don't even care. Let's just continue along our merry way. Alright, so from down here, we actually need to go left and not up. So we want to go down and right a little bit, and then left. I always get confused in that corner of riches. So there is a way to kill these guys if you don't have a soul. It's just really annoying, because they scurry away pretty fast. Alright, so now we're going to be fighting Hornet for the first time. If I can find another enemy to box for a minute, get at least one more health in there. Alright, I think I gotta go. You definitely need to go in there. I just wanted to try to see if I get a full life bar before I go on her. I'm not that confident when it comes to... Alright, and that'll just loop all the way to the right. So let's go get it. Screw it. Let's give it a go. As long as... The thing about the bosses in this game is once you have their moveset down, they get a lot easier. That's the great thing about this game. Come no closer, ghost. I've seen you creeping through the undergrowth, stalking me. The old kingdom, a terrible thing awakens. I can smell it in the air. I know what you are. I know what you'd try to do. I can't allow it. So she's telling us that... Oh, damn. We'll talk about it here in a sec, guys. Let me fight her. Oh, shit. Get one back there. Get a couple back here. Damn. Overjumped that one. Alright. And now I think she just runs from us. She doesn't have anything else to say this time around. But then we get the Mothwing Cloak. And that's going to let us go. And we're going to do a little backtracking now to get us to where the next place we need to go is. And then that'll end this part of the video. But Hornet is very important because... Okay, you got to try to go over there. And then it happens. Alright. Would it seek to break the seals? They cannot be undone. They must be undone. Let us sleep, little shadow. Return to your darkness. Allow us our peace. So this is a huge important part of the main story. Those were the seals to the Black Temple, and they basically sacrificed themselves. I'm gonna wait. We'll wait until we get to them. Anyway, now we have the Moth Cloak. Oh! How funny would it be if I died from jumping into the fucking... Oh, that'd be disaster. Alright, So from here we can go over here, and we're just going to do that because QUIRREL's over here and I like to talk to him. But as far as Hornet goes, she was basically just testing us. And eventually the DLC with her is going to be that she's going to be a playable character. Gosh, I'm mumbling to myself over here. QUIRREL. Oh, hello there. It seems we both tread far from the path. I can hardly believe those dusty old highways led to such a lush and lively place. This building suggests some sort of worship, though its idol has clearly been long forgotten. Doubles equally well for a moment's respite. It's we're in like a church. I saw a strange fellow out there. He seemed quite taken by the lake. I'd planned off her greeting, though figured I'd first tend to my nail on chance our meeting goes poorly. Your nail looks fine, instrument, but it's showing signs of wear. I'd wager up there it would take you far. Down here, however, I suspect you'll soon meet dangers the surface world can't match. So he's suggesting we go find... Hollowness is the perfect place for vigilant explorers like us. So tense and thrilling. In this place, you're either alert or you're dead. Yeah, it's very true, QUIRREL. I like QUIRREL, though. But as you can see now, that's the map now. It expands. I really like the way the map system works in this game. There is this guy that we could kill, but I don't want to, because he's alright by me. He doesn't mess with us right now. But you see how much faster you can go now with the Mothwing Cloak. It's nice. Ooh! I missed that one. The platforming in this game is so great, and I can't wait until we get to the White Palace. I'm probably going to have to edit those more than anything, because I will die in the White Palace. I will die. The platforming in there is madness. Alright, so we're going to kick it here. And we're going to be headed back to the crossroads, because that's the next route we're taking is into the Fungal Wastes. I think it's called the Fungal Wastes. We'll certainly definitely find out. And that'll be the end of part 2, guys. And thanks for hanging out with me. And you can actually skip those little cutscenes with the stag, but I just like going with them. I like seeing him carry me. It's this whole thing where it almost feels like you're playing an actual cartoon, which I love. It has that vibe, but then it also has like a very dark, you know, fantastical story. It kind of reminds me of The Secret of Nim, if I'm being honest. Okay, so I think this is the way. If I'm wrong, I'll feel dumb, but that's okay. It won't be the first time I've been wrong and felt dumb. But where we're going, we're actually going to be getting one of my favorite items in the game, one of my favorite charms. Oh, this is exactly where it is. We might as well get these while we're here, eh? But you see how you can, like, bounce off of that? There's actually some pieces in the environment that you can do that on, and he was doing that to get to places without the double jump. And I was like, that's stupendous. Like that, you can see how I got some upward propel off of that. Like this guy will definitely work. See that? A statue. Alright, let's drop down here. Here we are into the Fungal Wastes. I'll pop this. Ah! I effed up. Anyway, guys, this is where we'll stop this one. See you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out. Fucking love you.